Hello friends, and welcome to the Creazione Cicerone sewing channel. Today's video is all about zippers. I love working with zippers and all of the beautiful options for preparing and installing them. They can be discreet or add style and personality to a project. I'm packing a lot of info into this video so that whether you're getting ready to install your first zipper or you've installed dozens of zippers, you'll glean some useful knowledge as well as inspiration. Our first topic is a really easy one, and that is zipper size. The zipper size simply refers to the width of the zipper teeth. For a number 5 zipper, you've got 5 millimeters for the zipper teeth width, and a number 3 zipper would have a width of 3 millimeters. There's other sizes, but the number 5 and number 3 are the most common, and those are the sizes that I use in my projects. Okay, next we're going to talk about the zipper lengths. You can purchase zippers that are pre-made a set length, and they have their zipper sliders or zipper pulls already installed, and generally those are pretty standard and generic and kind of on the smaller size. When purchasing pre-made zippers, there are real advantages to purchasing them extra long. That gives you more versatility for use in your projects because you can cut that zipper off to the precise size that you need it to be by just cutting this end where the stopper is off. And once you've cut that down to size, you can simply stitch back and forth over these teeth right inside that raw edge, and that'll act as a stopper like this metal stopper does and keep the zipper from opening up all the way and falling apart. It's also nice to have a longer zipper because in many projects it simplifies the sewing process because you can have the end of the zipper hanging off your project and you're not required then to move this zipper pull out of the way as you're sewing. Most zippers will be made out of polyester. The polyester doesn't shrink, and so it can go through lots of washings without affecting that zipper installation. Now, the zipper teeth themselves come in multiple materials. The most common are metal, plastic, and nylon coil. I like to work with nylon coil zippers, and that's what I've got here. The nylon coil zippers can be the same color as that zipper fabric or zipper tape, or they can mimic metallics. So this looks like silver. It's got a silver metallic finish or a bronze finish or a gold finish. And those finishes are wonderful because they elevate the design of that zipper without the risk of breaking your needle. I have sewn across hundreds of nylon coil zipper teeth and never once broken a needle. I find that these pre-made zippers don't give me a lot of flexibility, and I'm not always a real fan of the sliders, and I'm not always a real fan of the quality. So though I use them on occasion, I don't use them as much as I use zipper tape. I like to purchase my zippers in tape form and then add my own zipper pulls or sliders to that. And that gives me so many more design options when I purchase it this way. It's also far more affordable. And I have different sources for purchasing my zipper tape and my zippers that are pre-made. Generally, I will use Amazon to buy pre-made zippers in bundles, and I'll use Amazon to purchase the really common colors that I buy in large quantity of especially these larger number 5 zippers. But for smaller quantity zipper tape and for the number 3 size, I love an Etsy shop called Maddie's Bees, Bags and More, and I'll link that in the description below as well. And that brings us to our next topic. If you're purchasing zipper tape by the yard, you have the flexibility of creating your own zippers any length you choose. I'll generally choose a length a few inches longer than what I need for the project, just so that I have some wiggle room and to ease the installation process. And then I will just use my craft scissor rather than my good fabric scissor to cut that off. I then like to sear these raw ends with a lighter so that they don't fray while I'm working with that zipper. Now, I have a little tool called a zipper jig that I like to use when I install my zippers, just because I don't have 3 hands and it can be kind of tricky. I'm going to take my number 5 zipper slider with my number 5 zipper, and I'm going to feed each side of the zipper, feed those teeth right through these channels in my slider. And that's the pretty easy part. But now the hard part, if you only have 2 hands, is holding this taut while you pull down and create your zipper. So that's where this wonderful tool comes in. I am basically going to set this in here like so, and slide my zipper tape down, and there we go. This zipper slider is installed. Once I've created my zipper, I want to make sure this slider doesn't slide right off. So I'm going to go to my machine, hold these teeth together on this open end, and so back and forth over these zipper teeth to make a stopper. And then I'm going to do the other end too, just so back and forth to make another stopper, and that will keep the zipper secure, keep my slider from coming off, and the zipper will be ready to use. Maddie's Bees Bags and More also sells just tons of really cute sliders for both the size 3 and size 5 zippers. There's other shops on Etsy also that sell these, but that's my favorite go-to. Some zipper installations will require a more decorative zipper stop, and that can be created easily with some non-fraying fabric or with a piece of hardware. These zipper stops come in a little kit, and they have little baby screws that screw into the backs of the zipper stops to hold them really secure. All you need to do is fold in the sides of your zipper tape and then slip this into the stop, and it will be a really tight fit, and that's what you want. You want it to fit nice and snug. And once you've got that in there all the way, you simply take this little baby screw and a tiny screwdriver and tighten it down. In some zipper installations, such as this recessed zipper, you'll have a decorative stop at one end and your zipper will turn out, creating a stop at the other end. The zipper is prepared for this installation technique by curving these teeth to the side while folding and tucking that zipper tape. Now you can hold this in place with a little staple, or put a few stitches here on the very edge within the seam allowance, or I like to use just a drop of glue to hold that in place. Another really common way to prepare your zippers for installation is to add zipper tabs to either end of the zipper, like you see in this bag. Pattern designers will often incorporate zipper tabs into their designs, but you can incorporate a zipper tab into a design that doesn't already include that feature if you want that look and if you want to reduce bulk in your seams. I'm going to quickly show you how to install zipper tabs on this zipper. I have cut 4 little pieces of fabric. I've cut them the same width as the zipper, so in this case it's 1 inch, and I chose to cut these 1.5 inches long. It kind of depends on your project and how much of your zipper tab you want to show in your project. But I'm going to go ahead and put these right sides together on either end of my zipper. Now this is ready to take to the machine, and I'm going to sew up both of these ends with a 1/2 inch seam allowance. That will leave about 1/4 inch of my zipper tab showing in my end project. It will allow the zipper to open nice and wide. And after I've taken that 1/2 inch, I'm going to fold it back, both the front and back of my zipper tab, and I'm going to top stitch right along the edge, and that'll give it a really nice finished look. And that's how easy it is to install zipper tabs. They provide functional stops at either end of the zipper, and they also give the zipper a nice decorative frame. You can also pull back the front and back of your zipper tab and trim that down to reduce bulk in the seam. And that concludes today's All About Zippers video. You'll find chapter markers and links in the video description. If you have any zipper questions or tips, drop them in the comments below. If you appreciate this content, hit that like button, subscribe, and share this video with your friends who love to sew. Until next time, happy sewing!